Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen, in the kitchen with KK, my fit kitchen, my vitality kitchen. My name is Kimberly Knox and I am a passionate health coach. I look at health from a functional and integrative way. I'm a speaker, I am a passionate educator, and I am an author of this fantastic book, Simple Cooking for Vitality, that's been changing people's lives with simple recipes, helping to grow a reverence for food. When you understand just how important food is, it makes it worth the time to relax and do some simple recipes for yourself instead of getting everything out there. So I'm on a mission to help people take back control of their health. Health empowerment is what it's all about. So just getting longevity, driving it, and getting your youthful vitality back with simple, nutrient-dense whole food. And you will be amazed at how fast your body responds. So what we're working on today is a macaroni salad. I grew up with macaroni salads, marginal amount of health because a lot of times we're adding on dressings with lots of inflammatory ingredients and additives and preservatives, and we're getting gluten in there. We're getting too many carbs really for the amount of nutrients. So what we're doing is, you see all this color here, we're going to be loading with color. Color is your phytonutrients, your antioxidants, and here these amazing herbs, and it's all raw. So you're getting it with all of its nutrients, not cooked. And that's helpful for the summer because we do want some raw foods. You can warm your tummy up for digestion with teas and with soups, but these things are helping to cool. And remember, from my summer health video, you want to eat a little lighter in the summer and keep it nice and cool. But we still need to get our protein, our amino acids, and there's ways to do that with gluten-free pastas. They're not all created equal. I'm a qualitarian to the core, and I like to test ones to see how they actually respond and how they cook up. So I found this brand, Bentilia, and this is made from just red lentil pasta. Now you'll see some of those alternative pastas will have rice flours, and you've got to check out the carb levels in them, because what you want to do is take your total carbs minus the fiber and then divide that by 5, and that's going to help you see and understand what your sugar conversion is there. But then you want to also take into account how many grams of protein that you're getting from this. So of course, lentils are going to have a decent amount of protein. So this is going to have 25 grams of protein and 11 grams of fiber. So this is a really great choice, especially a lot of my clients. My client level is 50 and over, mostly even 60 and over, and you're on the spectrum of sugar issues. So we need to keep those total carbs down, but load up with veggies and nutrients. So this cooks really well. And for your kitchen, in the beginning of my book, I list stuff that you need and stuff that would be good for having in the kitchen. And these bowls are something you definitely need to have, little prep bowls. The stainless steel is fantastic because they stack really nicely. So I've got a lot of stuff already prepped, and we're going to go through with the healing benefits of all these things. So let's get in the macaroni. And so you can do a little, you can do a lot, depending on how many people that you're going to be feeding. And this is something that you can bring to work the next day, load up. You can add in some, I would not add tuna fish, obviously, because of the mercury levels, but you could add in something like a really high quality canned salmon on the side. That would work really well with this. So what else do we have here? Let's start, and I made little notes, little note cards for all of the ingredients, so I didn't have to remember all of the healing benefits. But when you check through my book, through every section, it's going to talk about why you're making the recipe and what the healing benefits are. And that's what's really driving my whole interest in health and nutrition and the way that I cook, is what is it doing for me? In fact, I have an entire glossary that goes with the book. And is included. So that's fantastic. We want to understand what we're getting. So red sweet peppers. So you notice the bright red color, right? So the color of the heart and summer season is going to be red. Things that are red: beets, strawberries, red peppers, tomatoes, the lycopene. Watermelon also has a decent amount of lycopene, and we're going to have some recipes coming from watermelon, so stay tuned with that. So red peppers, 253% of our daily value in vitamin C, so they're loaded with vitamin C. We need vitamin C for many reasons: our immune system, for perfecting the way the liver actually cleans up at night, so that's part of the immune system there, but also the absorption of iron. So we're just going to put in some chopped red peppers. Now you'll see I have it like this, and the way that I found is really easy. You just want to, you can use a little knife just to cut around here. And then you could have some of these already prepped, because you would be using these quite a bit in the cooking. But I like to just clean these up with a little paring knife. So you can do that. In my coaching programs, I cook with people. During the time that we're cooking, it's not if you're doing it perfectly. That's not what this is about. You know, it is about learning. You're going to learn a lot about health while we're cooking, and you'll just learn to feel so confident that you can make nutrient dense, really amazing dishes with high quality food that you're not going to get out. And you can nourish your body, your family, and in the process. So that's a really, really important part of this. Radishes, just fantastic. Let me see if there's anything else we want to add about the sweet peppers. Vitamin A is in there, definitely some vitamin B6, but they're loaded with vitamins, and that's important. Sweet peppers are on the dirty dozen list, so they must be organic. Unfortunately, some of the traditional grocery stores do not have enough organic foods. So that's why I do like going to Whole Foods or to Trader Joe's, ones that just have more organics, or buying from your farmers markets when you know they are organic farmers. So let's go to carrots. So we're getting colors in here: oranges, reds, greens, deep orange. We're getting some the red of the red onion. So we're getting all that color. That is your phytonutrients. Those are the protection, antioxidants, the protection of your cells. Our cells are taking a beating all day long from everything. We're breathing in, rubbing on our skin, drinking, we're getting it, breathing from the air. So we definitely need the antioxidants to help with oxidative stress and protect ourselves from free radical damage. That's what antioxidants do. And that's why they help the heart, lowering inflammation in the body, helping to make sure our vascular system stays clean. This is shredded carrot. I did it on a box shredder. That's why it's fluffy like this. So, you know, train your kids to do it the old-fashioned way, or if you have a food processor, you need to do a lot of carrots, do a lot. Even prep more than you need, because you'll be able to use it in something else. I'm going to use all of the carrot here because I like a lot of carrot in mine. So beta carotene, that is the color, that is the orange. Beta carotene converts in your liver to vitamin A, another very necessary, important antioxidant for your skin, for your eyes. Carrots, the eyes, right? And we need that. But if your liver is sluggish and you didn't do your job during spring season to keep your liver clean and nourished, then it's not going to be converting that well. And the liver's job, part of it, besides processing fats and all of the toxins that come into the body in so many different ways, is to kind of bless the food, to anoint it, to check it out, make sure there's nothing harmful, but then to pass on the energy. It works along with the spleen, the triple burner. And so it's a whole process, and the liver holds the blood. So that's why a good functioning liver is important for your heart. And that's why it's called the mother to the heart, and precedes the season. Let's see if there's anything else here that you want. It's a precursor to the active vitamin A. So, you know, we need this for good skin and good eyes. And when you start cleaning up your liver, your eyes start to glow, your skin looks better from all of these reasons here. So, and we want this. It's jacked with vitamin A, about 428% your daily dose, and definitely cancer prevention from these protective antioxidants. You want to win the war. You want to win the war without having to go to war, kind of like when it comes to cancer. That is why preventative care is so important. Less than 5% or maybe even 3% of our total healthcare dollars are put onto preventative care. Preventative care is up to you. Preventative care is up to us and what we do every day, because it's not being spent that way. We have a sick care system, and that's the way it is. So it's going to boost skin health, wound healing, all of those things. That's what vitamin A is helping us with. Okay, and then next up, let's get in the, did I miss anything with the red sweet peppers? Nope, they're 2 times the daily vitamin C and 3/4 the daily vitamin A of what? Of something else. Red carotenoids. They're just loaded. So the red sweet peppers, I love. I also have some orange ones if you want to use them. We're going to be doing that into a lentil salad. But anyway, they are, I don't need, sorry about my notes. I'm not sure what I was referring to, but there's a ton of vitamin C and vitamin A in there. So get some of them in there when you are making different things. So cucumbers, you have to come back to that one. Red onions. So let's go with the red onions. They are natural. There's a natural antibiotic effect here. In fact, when I make my I have an immune product that I have on my website. It's called Fire in the Hole. And you can check it out because it's really fun to like read all of the 13 ingredients in there, why I have them in there. But natural antibiotic qualities in red onions, and they have more of that protective quality than the white onions do, although onions are all great for us. The allium here, the quercetin and the anthocyanins. So these are all things that protect against inflammation, help to drive it down, and help to fight the possibility of cancer, managing blood sugar as well. See what else. But the red onions are higher in the protective antioxidants that I was talking about because of the color red. Here, they also have vitamin C, B6, manganese. So when you're getting these different types of ingredients in the raw form, you are getting them in the highest possible way here. I like to slice them really thin when I put them into a salad like this, rather than dicing everything. And try not to buy food that's already cut up. It's the quality, you can just tell is not the same. So if you can get around it, because this is actually really relaxing to use a really high quality knife on a nice cutting board and putting it together while you're listening to music. So you got some red onions in there. Okay. What's up next? Celery. So I juice a lot of celery, and I use celery for soup. So what you can do, you see these really tender inside stalks, use those in your salads. That's why I like, because they're super tender and super delicious. So when you're cutting these, just stack them up. And here, this makes it really nice and easy. It's not about being perfect when you're cooking at home. You're not a chef, and chefs are generally not cooking for your health. So it doesn't matter. What you're doing is you're getting nutrient-dense food into your body at a fraction of the price of getting it out, and you're able to control all of the quality. I'm going to put the leaves in there too. Leaves are loaded with the nutrients as well. So I've got a little bit more than I need for this. So I'm going to save some because I've got other things that I can use. With my little board scraper. I definitely recommend getting a board scraper so you don't have to do what I was just doing. So let's get about half of this in there. We'll save the, put that to the side. Okay, so celery. We talked about celery during my summer program, and celery is a natural diuretic. You want to get it in there. In fact, do like some fresh celery juice every 3 or 4 days. Doing it at home, one stalk is about $3.50 or so, or less. And so 2 of them, you'll make about 32 ounces. And so you'll have plenty. So basically, so that if you bought it out, that might cost you, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks, right? So you can make it at home at a fraction of the price. So make yourself some celery juice. It's actually amazing for your digestive tract. The medical medium goes off on all the amazing ways that celery is really great for your body. But let's just look, I mean, so it's really low in calories. It's a natural diuretic, but that is really the biggest part for summer. You want to try to get some of that water that maybe your body's not used to dealing with when the humidity and the heat comes up, because you want to protect the fire of the heart and not put the flame out, because that's where our creative force and our joy comes instead of feeling sluggish, which is really, really great. It also helps support our kidneys. Kidneys are one of the water control organs, and with the spleen. So let's see. It's going to strengthen and heal your digestion. Add some natural crunch because you want texture. This salad is going to have a lot of really great texture, which is super great. Now, I'm not going to add an avocado to this, but you can have an avocado, pieces of an avocado, but you would add it while you're serving it, not while you're prepping it, because avocados, as you know, they start to oxidize really quickly. High great fat content, nice natural glutathione, amino acids in avocados, they're fantastic. So you can add them, and not while you're prepping it, because you actually, if you're going to make more, you want it to last longer. In fact, I don't add all of the dressing to it when I'm making it, so it will last longer. So what else do we have here? So we got the onions in there. So the radishes, I'm going to make the radishes just a tiny bit smaller here. But radishes are naturally protective phytonutrients for your liver. In the liver section of my book, I have an amazing watercress radish salad that's part of the liver section. So naturally a little bit peppery. And the more you eat them, the more you like them, but they're really great to have as a snack. Just cut the tops and the bottoms off, put them in a bowl in the refrigerator with some sea salt. Makes amazing snacks in the summer. But you see, with this bright red color, the popping antioxidants are just fantastic. And when we talk about plant phytonutrients, those are unique nutrients that provide information to different areas of the body. And that's really what my bioenergetic cooking method is about. Art of cooking for a lifetime of vitality, understanding that our body is a biochemical, it's biochemical and bioenergetic. There's a body field of energy here, and the energy is always responding to our environment, to what we're eating, to what we're breathing, our emotions. So and food plays a huge part in assisting in the different organs and functions of the body. So what else do we have here? These are organic, frozen, sweet petite peas. I prefer the sweet petite peas for almost every recipe that I make. You just blanch them with a little warm water. That's it. So we're going to add those. So, you know, peas are going to have a small amount of protein in them. And of course, if there's anything that you're really averse to in the salad, you can leave it out. It's just that this salad can be really creative, which is fun. So the other thing that I cut up here, it's not necessarily in every salad for traditional recipes. I just take a look at, edit them, get creative, add more fun nutrients. This is zucchini. And zucchini has quercetin and, I mean, not quercetin, it's got lutein and zeaxanthin in the skin. So these are things that your eye doctor is starting to talk about for antioxidants that protect your eye health. So I'm going to put in about half of these. We're going to do another recipe coming up in this series with zucchini noodles. We call them zoodles. They're super fun. You can either buy them frozen or pre-done. I have a pretty good zoodle maker. They don't make it anymore, but it is really fantastic. So let me just get some water here, and then we will be back, if I can see. Okay, so we're back, and cucumbers. So cucumbers are definitely all about the summer. They're mostly water, so they're really excellent for hydrating. Now, I typically buy the English cucumbers. They have less seeds in the center, but there's nothing better than a fresh cucumber from somebody's garden. Just delicious. And I actually use a little melon baller thing sometime to get out the inside if you want to reduce the amount of seeds. So then here you can just slice really easily. And cucumbers are high in different nutrients, but very low in calories, although we don't count calories. Like we used to count calories back in the 80s and 90s. There's not, calories are not created equal, and you need the nutrients in your body. And most of the things that you're eating that are fruits and vegetables are going to be lower on the caloric scale anyway. So we're looking at nutrient dense fats, fiber, protein, lots of antioxidants. When your body is nourished and your cells are happy, you're not constantly starving. Okay, so just cut these up any way you want here. Normally, I would do it a little bit neater. Just line them all up and then cut them. That's why it's great to have your little prep bowls, because if there's extras, you can just keep them for later. The pieces don't have to be perfect, so we're just going to add that to the salad. I do like a decent amount of cucumber in the salad. So it's looking really awesome, right? So now what we're going to be adding, where the power is, fresh dill. If you don't fresh dill, dry dill is okay, but fresh dill is going to be so much better. And just the antioxidant power in all of the herbs, really, really unique and special. That's why I keep my herbs in jars just like this, because if you have any cooked food and you're adding fresh herbs on there, you're increasing the nutrients that your body gets. That is the information your body is getting from these herbs, and making it so much more important for your body. I've seen people lose pain in 3 days just by cleaning up their diet, because you're turning on your body's ability to lower inflammation. And unfortunately, the standard American diet is so highly inflammatory. Now, I actually just do this with the green onion because it's kind of actually really easy. You can just trim off the top. Otherwise, you can just take a few and slice them up. But chives or green onions, these green onions are nice and small. So I like a lot of green onions in there. They're from the same family that of onions, of course. So lots of phytonutrients. Now we have our choice here. We've got Italian parsley. We've got cilantro. So for this, we're going to be adding parsley. And I'm actually going to do the curly parsley in this one. For just my preference. Your preference can be yours. I actually have little herb scissors, which I keep in here as well. This just helps you go around and just trim off some to use. It's kind of fun, like you're doing a little bonsai tree. So parsley, back to parsley, another natural anti-inflammatory ingredient, but a natural diuretic as well. So that's why I put a good amount of parsley into my smoothies, and really helpful. Great strong scent. this is where you're getting your flavor from in real food. So we're not getting any additives, preservatives, and chemicals that are going in there to trick our brain into thinking that processed, ultra-processed food actually tastes good, because you're just getting tricked by the chemicals and there's no nutrients in there for your body to get. So look how wonderful that's looking here. So we've got a lot of dill, a lot of parsley in there, and some green onion. All right, so let's just toss it around so you can see just how beautiful these colors are. So now what else could you add to this? If you want, you could add some beans to this to add more, or you can, I wouldn't add the salmon to it. I would add it on the side if you're going to meal prep this. But beans would be a good addition, maybe even a chickpea. Even a butter bean would work okay in here. So look how amazing that is. It smells absolutely incredible. So your body is going to love, love, love it. Now the dressing that I make for it, very simple. And what I want you to do with dressings is not worry so much about how much of everything. It's generally about twice the amount of oil to the acid. And then you can taste it. But for the acid, what I like to put in mind, and especially this one, a splash of apple cider vinegar and lemon. Now, both of these are fantastic for your liver, loves them. Now, we're also getting in some naturally inflammation reducing ingredients, ginger, turmeric. So you could peel some fresh ginger and turmeric and add that in, or you could use some organic here. If I have it, I like to put a little real ginger and turmeric, just a little chunk of it is fine, and taste it for your own pleasure. So that's where creativity comes in. This is an olive oil that I would generally not cook with as much. I would make dressings out of. So you want a first cold press extra virgin olive oil. You're going to put a little bit of Dijon in there. And I've already made this, and I make it in jars. And you can actually, I've frozen some because I made a little too much. Well, not too much. I made a lot. But the other thing that's in here is it's the liquid from the beans. So it's a liquid from chickpeas I save, or white beans I save. You can blend that up because you can actually, it makes it creamy. And when you're buying the Edam brand beans, you're getting some of the natural seaweed that they cook it in. So it's fantastic. And we've got garlic in there as well. So all of these things, the liver absolutely loves, and it makes the most amazing dressing, a bright yellow, just so fragrant. But the thing is, the nutrients of this are just super. And so it's hard to explain until you taste it and try it. But that is the dressing. Now, what I would do is just dress it a little bit. But then when I would either meal prep it or serve it, I would add in more. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit around, and I'm going to keep the rest. Now, the other thing that you can add in, I love pitted Frescotrano olives. Low sodium, really good fats. So it gives you like a pop of interest. You want the salad to have a lot of interest. And I mean, I really like that. So that's fantastic. And what else could you do here? You could sprinkle over some, blended up pumpkin seeds. So, and that will give you some more protein. But this is just a really fantastic, fantastic salad. Really bright and amazing. So that is a great way to make a different alternative macaroni salad that's loaded with flavor, nutrients, and lots of good stuff for your body. So if you're enjoying this, if you made it all the way to the end, please give me a thumbs up. Share my videos. It's kind of fun. This is what I changed my whole career to go back to showing people how amazing that you can feel and look with just simple whole foods. And getting reconnected to food. That's my passion, driving the reverence for how important food is and just how important it is when you take some time to cook some delicious meals yourself. Have a great day, everyone.